My question is for Tush James. Will you apologize to President Trump for wasting millions of dollars and the state of New York for a witch trial? And how does it feel to know that you will be imprisoned for mortgage fraud?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yes. That guy deserves a trophy. He really does. Good for him. Good for him. So you guys know she is under grand jury subpoenas have been sent out in her mortgage probe. So the Trump administration has referred New York AG Letitia James for potential prosecution over alleged mortgage fraud. And for those of you who are in the chat, I know somebody was here from Maryland. We know you will get hemmed up for mortgage fraud because they did it to our Baltimore City State's attorney, Marilyn Mosby. She's about to lose her law license. And if the same goes for Letitia James, she's going to lose hers as well. So basically what happened is the Trump administration referred her for potential federal prosecution over alleged mortgage fraud. According to the New York Post, the referral was made by Federal Housing Finance Agency Director William Polt to U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi and Deputy AG Todd Blanche. James is accused of falsifying mortgage records for a property in Norfolk, Virginia, claiming it as her primary residence in 2023, despite being required to reside in New York due to her role. This sounds very familiar. Very familiar. The referral also alleges that James misrepresented a Brooklyn properties unit count and falsely claimed to be married to her father on past mortgage documents. Okay, so she's even gone above and beyond what Marilyn Mosby did. Okay, she's on her Ilhan Omar stuff. So potential charges include wire fraud, mail fraud, bank fraud, and making false statements to financial institutions. James has denied any wrongdoing and criticized the investigation as politically motivated. What happened to no one is above the law? Remember how she used to walk around, nobody is above the law. Yeah, whatever. You're gonna get your license taken. You're gonna get your law license taken. Wouldn't be a Democrat unless they try to use taxpayers for their money. Here, taxpayers may be forced to pay for Letitia James's legal defense. That is crazy because this is a personal matter. So it says here, James may be eligible to use tax dollars to cover legal expenses stemming from a federal investigation into alleged fraudulent real estate activity. The New York AG may be planning to tap into taxpayer funds, according to language contained in the state's newly unveiled operations budget bill. The bill includes a provision establishing a $10 million fund intended to pay for reasonable attorney's fees and expenses for certain state officials. The expenses can be covered with taxpayer money in federal legal actions initiated after January 1st, 2025. That is disgusting. But New Yorkers voted for them. New Yorkers voted for it. Just like here in Maryland. I didn't vote for these Democrats, but the state votes for them, and so we get booty-jedged out, via taxes and fees. And New York City is getting booty-jedged, booty-juiced out of paying for her legal fees for something, that she's committing fraud allegedly, and now so she's breaking the law And now it's a personal matter. It has nothing to do with her as an LG. And now she's going to push it on the taxpayers' dime. This is what they do, Democrats. This is why they want such a large government as well. This is why they want big government, because they know that they can create laws and they can tax and tax and tax out the wazoo because of it. They feel like they have a continuous money pit or what do you call it? A continuous amount of money from taxpayers to use to do all of this crazy stuff. This is what they do. And let me tell you why I say this. Okay. So you guys know I'm here in Baltimore, Maryland. Former Baltimore City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby was convicted of 2 counts of perjury and 1 count of mortgage fraud related to financial misconduct during her tenure. And she is about to lose her law license. So basically what they got her for was she falsely claimed financial hardship due to the COVID-19 pandemic to withdraw $90,000 from her city retirement account despite her salary increasing during that period. That was the perjury conviction. Then she was found convicted for mortgage fraud, where she misrepresented a $5,000 payment as a gift from her husband on a mortgage application for a Florida property, which actually was her own money to secure a lower interest rate. So in May of 2024, she was sentenced to 12 months of home confinement, 100 hours of community service, and 3 years of supervised release. She was also ordered to forfeit 90% of the value of the Florida property involved in the mortgage fraud. We saw all this play out in the media, the trial and everything. She was begging President Biden before he left office to pardon her. He did not do it. So again, she was begging him for that. Now I think she's on appeal now, which is unlikely to go her way. Mosby's case has drawn significant attention. Okay, that was according to New York Post. Again, she's the same state's attorney who was prosecuting police officers involved in the death of Freddie Gray. Her convictions and subsequent sentencing marked a notable turn in her legal and public service career and for Baltimore City. So as I call her reign of terror, she was a social justice George Soros prosecutor. She failed to prosecute multiple crimes. She was very soft on crime. During her time period here, Baltimore City had 300 plus murders every year. Didn't start to go down until she was out of office. All right. So again, now she is pushing for an appeal. It's very unlikely. So what is likely is she is going to lose her law license in Maryland. And this may happen to Letitia James also. Okay. So I want to take this back to a biblical reference. What does God say about corrupt authority? Romans 13 says, 13, I think it's verse 4. Government officials are supposed to be ministers of justice, not agents of vengeance. It's just not supposed to be that way. Proverbs 11, the integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. These women exalted themselves. That's what they did. They were out for revenge. They were led by hatred. But God's word says he humbles the proud. Okay? So I feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for them at all. And as believers, again, we don't celebrate someone's downfall, but we do rejoice when the truth comes to light. This is a moment to reflect and pray that justice rolls like a river and righteousness like a mighty stream. Again, that's in Amos. We stand firm, speak boldly, and never forget, God is not mocked. And again, I'm not saying President Trump is some Jesus-like figure, but he was steamrolled. I mean, everyone, even people who were not supporters of President Trump, saw the lawfare pushed against him over these last several years as ridiculous. It was a miscarriage of justice, and it was not the way our judicial system is supposed to be run and led. So I don't feel sorry for any of them at all. All right. All right, folks, as you come in, please hit that like button. Hit that like button. Again, I am generally here on Thursdays and Sundays, along with Michelle Talkington. But this Sunday, we are not going to be on just due to it being Mother's Day weekend. So I wanted to come on here tonight and just, check in with you guys and bring you the latest news. What a wonderful week. I mean, the left has really, really been called out this week. The covers have been pulled back. The truth is being pushed forward. President Trump is laying down the law. And I love it. I do. And it's not so much that these people are getting their just due, but it's because our country is safer. I sleep better knowing President Trump is in the White House now. I feel good knowing that we don't have millions of people invading our country and coming over this border illegally. You can see and feel, as we saw him handing down many of these executive orders on gender ideology, on education, and the list goes on, it has trickled down to locally. Now people who may have seen and felt that the left was going too far over the last 4 years, but did not have the courage to speak out, are now speaking out.